In this lecture, we are going to work on this update order page. We will be creating static structure, and whatever ID we are having, based on that ID, we are just going to fetch complete order information and we will display inside this page. So one by one, let us work. Come to editor. Inside this admin folder, I will create the file updateorder.jsx. Here, I will be passing RFCE. Below this, I'm just going to import the style sheet. Inside this admin styles, we are having update order.css. Here, I will be passing update order. Now open app.jsx, and for this, what route we have to pass? Copy this exact same thing, admin/order/order ID. So in this way, I will be passing this parameter. And if I am having this path, what I have to render? I have to render update order. Hit enter, component will be imported. Come to project, admin dashboard, all orders. Now if I click on this edit, you can see I am having this update order text. Now first we will be working on static structure. Later we will fetch all order information and we will display inside the table. From here, remove this. I will be passing fragments. Here, I'm just going to render navbar. Below this, I will be passing page title. Title prop, I will write update order. I will write here title. And finally, below this, I will be passing footer. In between, I will create one container. For this, I will give class as order container. Inside this, I will create one div. For this, I will give the class as order title. Title I will be passing update order. Come to output, you can see I am having this title. Now here for title, in place of div, I will be passing h1. Now below this h1, I will create one div. For this, I will give the class as order details. So in total, we are having three sections. First will be for order details, second for order items, and third for updating this order status. So first we are going to work on this order information. Come here. Below this, I will be passing H2. I will give the title as order information. Then here, I will be creating 6 paragraphs, and inside each paragraph, I will be adding strong tag. So first thing, I will pass order ID. As of now, I'm just going to pass static data. Next, I will be passing shipping address. And inside this, once we access shipping info, we are going to display complete address of the user. Next, we will access phone number. Let me pass dummy phone number. Then here, I will be passing order status. Inside this, as of now, I will write processing. And here, I will be passing payment status. Inside this, I will pass paid. And last thing, I'm just going to pass total price. Total price, I will write here 800. Save this. Come to project. Now you can see I am able to display this complete order information and I am having the result. Let me pass all the colons. Come to editor. Here I will be passing colon. Here also I will pass. And finally here I'm just going to pass. So in this way my entire output will be rendered. Now below this, I have to render this order items. So this is my div container for order details. Below this, I will create another div. For this, I will give the class as order items. Inside this h2 text, I will be passing order items. Below this, I will be creating table. For this, I will give the class as order table. Inside this table head, then I will be creating table row, and in total I need 4 table headings. So first I will be passing image, second I will be passing product name, third I will be passing quantity, and fourth what is the price of every item, I'm just going to pass. Change the spelling. Below this table head, I will be creating table body, table row, and in total, I need 4 table data. So inside this first TD, I have to render the image, and inside this alt, I will write product image. And for this, I will also pass the class name. Class name, I will write order item image. Then here, product name, I will be passing mobile. Next, we are having quantity and price. Quantity 4, price I will be passing 5000. Now save this. Come to project, you can see order item table is displayed and static data is also rendered. And finally, we have to display this update order status. Inside this, we are having this select field. So come here, below this div container, I will create another div. For this, I will give the class as order status. And inside this, I will pass h2. Here, I will give the text as update status. Below this, I will create select field. And for this, I will give the class as status select. I do not need name and ID, so I'm just going to remove. And inside this, first, I will be passing this empty value option. I will write select a status, or simply I will write select status, copy. For first one, I will be passing shipped. Inside this text, I will be passing shipped. Next, I will be passing on the way. Same thing, copy, and inside this paste. Next, I will be passing delivered. Same thing, copy, and inside this paste. Save. Come to project. Now you can see I'm having this update status, and inside that I'm having all 3 options. And finally, below this select, I have to display this button, for which I will be giving the class as update button. And inside this, I will give the text as update status. Save. Come here. I am having the button as update status, and this entire static structure is displayed. Now what I will do, this select field I will make as controlled element. So on top, I will be creating state for that. Const, I will give variable as status. Setter function set status is equal to use state. Initially, I will be passing empty string. Now here, inside this select, I will be passing value, inside which I'm just going to pass status. Now if I select any option, it will not be happening. Why? Because I have to fire this on change event handler. Setter function set status e dot target dot value. Now save. Come here. If I select the options, you can see I am able to select all the options. So in this way, we will make this select field as controlled element. Now what we will do, whatever ID we are having in the URL, we are just going to access that ID. So here directly I will destructure order ID from this use params hook. Hit enter, hook will be imported. And why I am passing order ID? Because while giving the path here, I have passed order ID. So that is the reason while accessing, I am having this order ID. Now inside the order ID, I will have complete ID of this order. Now whatever ID I am having, based on that ID, I have to access my order information. So here I will access order and I will access loading. I will be using this use selector hook, and from where I have to access order, I have to access from state.order. Now let me open order slice, and inside this, if you see, we are having get order details, and using order ID, we will be fetching complete order information. Now copy this action. Inside this update order status, here I will create the variable dispatch, and for this I'm just going to assign use dispatch hook. Below this I will be passing use effect, callback function, And inside this, I'm just going to dispatch this get order details. Hit enter. From order slice, it will be imported. And inside this, I will pass this complete order ID. Next, I will be passing dependency array inside which I'm just going to pass dispatch. Here, let me log. I will log this order. Come here, inspect this. Now you can see successfully I am able to access complete order information because we have dispatched this action. And ID is ending with 8E6F, and here also you can see we are able to access that particular order information. And inside this use effect, we can also check for the condition. If we are having order ID, only then dispatch this action. And inside this dependency array, I will also pass this order ID. Now what I will do, important data, I'm just going to destructure from this order. Like I'm having shipping info, I'm having order status, order items. So all that I'm just going to destructure from order. Okay, this is the order we have accessed. Let me remove the log. Now from order, I will access shipping info, and this is nothing but object. So for this, I will be assigning object. Next, I will be accessing order items, and this is nothing but array. So in this way, I will assign array. Next, we are having payment info, and this is nothing but object. So in this way, I'm just going to assign. You can see whatever data we are having, we are simply accessing that data. I will access order status, paste. Next, I will be accessing total price. So all these 5 values directly, I'm just going to destructure from order. Instead of writing order.shippinginfo.address, we can simply write shippinginfo.address. From here also, if you want to destructure, you can proceed. But here, let me come. In place of order ID, I will simply pass order ID which we have got from URL. Now you can see exact same order ID will be rendered. Next here we have to pass complete address. Remove this, and inside this order confirm page we have already passed. I will open order confirm.jsx, scroll down, and inside this you can see we have passed complete shipping info. I will copy and here I'm just going to paste. Next we have to access phone number, and for phone number what we are having, we are having the property. Let me open. We are having the property phone number. So here I will be passing shipping info dot phone number. Then here I have to access order status. So directly I will be passing order status, and inside this payment status you can see we are having payment info, inside which we are having this status property. So from this payment info I'm just going to access status. And finally we are having total price. Total price we have already destructured. So I will be passing. Refresh once. Okay, I am having payment info of order is undefined. Let me just scroll up. Here I will be passing equal to. Now save this. Come here. You can see successfully I am able to render complete information. But for this payment status, conditionally we are going to render the data. So above this, I will be creating the variable. I will give the variable name as payment status is equal to, from this payment info, I'm just going to access status, and this entire variable below this I'm just going to create, because here we have accessed payment info. And if this status, if it is equal to succeeded, then what text I have to render? I have to render paid, else I have to render not paid. Now this payment status, I'm just going to render here. Remove this, paste, come here. Now you can see it is succeeded. So I will have the result paid. Next, for this order processing also, based on the data, we are going to render the information. Below this, I will create the variable final order status. And inside this, I will be checking if my payment status, if it is equal to not paid, okay, then what I have to render? I have to render cancelled. Else, what I have to render? Whatever order status I am having, that I have to render. And here I will be passing else. Now this final status I will copy and here I'm just going to paste. Now it is paid, so that is the reason whatever order status I am having in the backend, I am able to render that order status. Now next we are going to render this complete order items. Scroll down. So this is our table row. I will wrap inside curly braces. Here I will pass order items dot map method, and inside this parenthesis I will be pasting this complete table row. Argument, I will be passing item. Inside the table row I will pass key. So from each and every item I'm just going to access ID. So we are having the property underscore ID, and inside this I will be passing item dot image. Let me remove this. Here I will be passing item dot name. Copy this item dot name. Here I will paste. Here what we have to render? We have to render item dot quantity, and finally in place of this I will be passing item dot price. Okay, if you see the result of item in this way, we will have all the properties. So accordingly we are going to render. Now you can see I am having this image, I am having product name, I am having quantity, and I am having price. So this is the total price after including all the taxes, and this is the price of the product. Successfully, we are able to render static structure of all the products. Now come back, and for previous orders, whichever we have submitted, there we have used static images. So inside the table, image will not be included, but successfully for that order, we are able to access this complete information. You can see for every individual object, we are able to display the prices, and accordingly, we are having total price.